Capricorn, how are you this week? Thank you so much for joining me, and thank you to all those new people who have subscribed and left such lovely messages for me this week. For you. Let's get straight into it. Okay, this is a message for you guys, Capricorn, for a general weekly reading using the Mythic Tarot cards. Let's use some of the Greek mythology stories will be coming out. So what can we get for Capricorn for this week? Let's get straight into it, shall we? What have we got for you guys? Okay, Ten of Pentacles. It's looking like family. Family and family. Family, I was going to say the family and long-term happiness, but I just get contentedness. Family. Feeling family and security. And feeling like you have enough. These are the themes that are coming out for you guys this week, Capricorn. And having just said that, this is the card of feeling like you don't have enough. Feeling like you've been left out in the cold a little bit. So it's this sense of looking at your finances as well. Money. So because the 5 is in the darkness, it also feels like this is it might be a poverty of conscious belief system within that's coming up. It's saying, because we're looking at the 10 of Pentacles, which is a long-term plan for finances, for wealth, for creation, for security, family and security. And then the 5 of Pentacles, I feel like what's coming up is what's being questioned and brought up this week from your subconscious, because it's in the dark again. And it's been a bit of a theme for the signs this week. Is this energy of thinking you don't deserve it? And because it's kind of a bit like a block, but it's coming up to be removed this week for you guys, Capricorn. Now it's there, it's merging, and it's coming up, and I'm being drawn to the moon, which shows that it's starting to be illuminated, it's starting to be brought up, because this is what you're thinking. We're thinking about the 10 of Pentacles. That's where you want to be. That's where we're aiming. That's where we're starting our plan. But in order to get there, this attitude, the 5 of Pentacles, and it may be something you're not even aware of. That's the thing, the energy of this 5 of Pentacles. It's a belief system that's kind of deep down, probably passed down from childhood, about whether you deserve money, whether you deserve security, whether you deserve this long-term stability, whether you deserve long-term wealth and abundance, status and success. So it's just being brought up as a little question this week. And here we have the 8 of Pentacles. So it may be that you're not where you want to be, is what I'm getting from this. So this is often the card of someone that is an apprentice when they're at an age where they should actually be more established. And so it's basically a sense of you're working hard, but you're not necessarily where you think you should be at the moment. So you're it's this sense of assessing where you are in terms of your work, your career, your business, and how you're creating wealth and stability in your life. And here we have the Ace of Wands. So this week, there's really a big energy at the moment about phases ending and new phases beginning. And sometimes they're kind of both going at the same time. One's ending while one's beginning, and it's just all happening. But so we're getting this Ace of Wands, which is basically this new bright vision of the future. This is Zeus with his fire. It's fire energy. It's a vision of the future. He's got the world in his hand. He's looking forward. He's looking outwards. He's going, what do I want? And how am I going to make this happen? So this is an idea that it's going to come to you. So it's this amazing vision. And see how the darkness is now. I'm just really drawn to this darkness down here. The darkness is right there. But it's only a very small, this is what I'm getting with this 5 of Pentacles. It's like a small, in order to obtain this vision, it is there, but it's not big. It's only a small portion of it. It's like a little block that you kind of need to kind of address and look at your attitude towards money and what you deserve. And then we have the Four of Swords, which is basically saying you need a bit of time to take some time out to withdraw and to assess where you're going next. So this is not a fast moving plan. This is something that you're thinking. There's a lot of thinking about it. It feels very slow, like it's just kind of generating slowly. The Four of Swords. So it's a beginning, and even though it's the Ace of Wands, it's that fire energy. That energy hasn't manifested itself. It's just at the idea phase at the moment. And that's very much what this phase feels like. And the Four of Swords is a very slow moving energy as well. It all feels very slow moving. It's about preparing and meticulously planning and assessing where you're going. So I feel like it's got that energy to it, Capricorn, which you are so good at doing. The details, the assessing, the planning. So it's very much, I think this energy is actually sitting quite well with you guys, because it is, at the moment, you can't push this energy, you can't go fast. It's just kind of going at its pace. So I feel like you're going to sit quite well in that, even though I'm pulling the moon card out next. So this could be a Cancer, because we've got a little crab, but again, we've got the subconscious. So we're back to the subconscious again with this Five of Pentacles. And I think this is going to, this is part of, is what I'm getting, okay, there's two things happening, is the slowness and the meticulousness and the planning and finding the details suits you guys. But because we're going into Mercury retrograde, the fact that things are working on a subconscious level, that's not working for you. That's hard. You can't quite understand that on a thinking level, on a Four of Swords level. You're taking time out to try and assess it, which is good. You're having a bit of distance. So you're not going in trying to make things happen. But it's almost like you kind of still don't understand what's happening on this subconscious level. There's something that you don't get. It's this sense of almost disconcerting feeling that's happening. And so you're taking time out trying to understand it from a rational mind in the Four of Swords. But you can't when Mercury is in retrograde. With the moon, that's where it's just, the things that are happening with the subconscious. This planning needs time and space so that this attitude can be assessed and looked at. But it's not going to be assessed with the rational mind. So even though giving yourself the time and space is going to work for you, you're not going to necessarily find the solutions, because it's all happening on a different level, on a subconscious level, in the moon, in the darkness. And so it's funny energy for you guys. It's half working for you and half not. It's working, the pace of it, the planning of it's working, but that rational part of trying to understand what's happening in the subconscious isn't quite working for you guys at the moment. And then we have the Knight of Pentacles, which is exactly what I was saying. It's very slow moving energy, paying attention to details, caring for things, making sure everything's cared for, looked after, caring for yourself and your body, and just moving forward slowly, grounded. It's just a very lovely energy, this Knight of Pentacles. It's almost a Taurian energy in that it's so grounded. Really nice earth energy. But I almost feel like I just get drawn to the fact that the horse is barely moving. It almost looks like he's standing still. And again, he's holding his pentacles. So again, it's back to this theme of, moving forward into stability, security, wealth creation. So, but it's slow moving, very slow, almost to the point where it's not moving, almost to the point where it's at a standstill, but it's still going. It's there very, very slowly. And then we have narcissist. So we have the Page of Cups. We're back in the feeling. We're back in the feeling. And so this is where you're going to get the answers. Okay, so what he does is he looks into the cup and finds the answer, sees his reflection. And this is what I'm getting with this, is you're going to get the answers from how you're feeling, not what you're thinking. Okay, stepping into your body, connecting with your emotions, that's where these answers are going to come from. And again, with narcissists, it's about self-worth. It's about, it's about the youth. Narcissist look is this beautiful boy, never seen himself before, finds this beautiful, still, clear river or body of water and gets a cup of water and sees his reflection and falls in love with it. So, narcissism, there's the two sides. There's the overinflated ego. But for this one, what I'm getting is it's also about self-love, like looking at a reflection and thinking, I like that. I like what I see. I like that. And that is connected to this block of the Five of Pentacles about what do you deserve? Because what you deserve is tied into how you feel about yourself and your self-worth. And your self-worth manifests and can manifest as pentacles, as wealth, as money, as security. So it's all been kind of called into play for you guys this week, Capricorn. But it's all happening on a very, very slow time frame. It's all happening very, very slow. And I will just say that's what I was getting those with this card, the Four of Swords. It's not necessarily negative. So I wasn't getting that. I was getting it was half working and half not working, because with the Four of Swords, I think if you can calm your mind so that your emotions are feeling still, that's when you're going to be able to, that's when narcissists, when it's still clear water, still emotions, that's when he gets the answers. That's when he can see what's being reflected back at him. That's when you can actually look deep down and see what your feelings and thoughts about what you deserve in terms of money really are. So that's why I'm getting this Four of Swords. Even though you won't get the answers through your mind, it's necessary to create the space. And that's why I'm getting not even moving, virtually standing still. So it's creating the space in order to get the answers, to connect in with your emotions. But it is still moving forward at a very, very slow pace, energetically on a higher level. So there's a lot happening for you. There's a kind of intertwining of energies and things happening for you guys this week, Capricorn. So I'm going to just ask for one last message, a little parting message from your soul, from up above, from the higher source energies, whatever you believe them to be. Little final message for Capricorn this week. So hopefully that kind of helped you to understand what's going on, because it can be quite a confusing energy, and that's why I think we've got the moon coming up as well. It can just be like, I don't really understand what's going on, but you don't really even know at what level you don't understand is going on, because it's happening at a level you don't understand. Does that make sense? Okay, what can we get for Capricorn? One final little parting message, or big parting message. Okay, Four of Cups. Again, I get creating structures, creating stability. See how the Four Cups are upstanding, the pillars in the background are upstanding. There's a gateway to the calm waters of the mind. There's a gateway to that stillness. See here? It's like the gateway to step into. It's open to you. I feel like this can be you, the Four of Cups. Again, we've got another four. So on the emotions level, this feeling of dissatisfaction, this feeling of, it comes back to feeling like something's missing. So it's about tuning into your feelings. When you're in that lovely four of, where is it? That lovely Four of Swords, we put the two fours up together. When you're in that lovely Four of Swords space, see how the figure is alone. They're by themselves. You need space for yourself. This figure, the Four of Cups, has got people in their ear, people talking to them, voices. It could be internal voices. It could be people not giving you particularly wise counsel as to, how to move forward with your finances, what you really do deserve in terms of financial security. That could be those inner voices. It could be those voices of the people that your family, that they're not even like, it doesn't even feel like they're malicious. It's just they don't understand the bigger picture. They don't have the greater understanding of what's happening. And so the Four of Cups is basically saying, from this dissatisfaction and finding the space in the Four of Swords, you can enter this doorway. Okay? Enter this doorway to the clearer waters. The clearer waters, and through those clearer waters will come the answer. The still water, which is the emotions are stilled. So it's basically saying, don't necessarily listen to those inner voices. Don't necessarily listen to other people that might be saying things to you. It might even just be banter, general banter of people that kind of you're getting an impression, but they're not actually saying it to you directly. It could have that element because it's about communication, but it feels like the messages, what they're saying and the message you'll get are two very different things. That's what I'm getting with this. And that's also something that can happen with Mercury in retrograde, is the messages are just kind of not quite going straight in there, but they're the wrong messages. So what that card is basically trying to say is find stillness, find the right messages, find the right answers within yourself, within that stillness of your feeling and your feeling level. Understand what the dissatisfaction is. Understand that feeling of something's not right. I want more from this situation. Understand that, and understand that feeling is the gateway to calmer feelings, if that makes any sense. So it's going to, I just find it can be quite challenging trying to get there. But it's basically saying, with this Four of Cups, you're at the center. Get yourself centered. Okay, the character's at the center. You're at the center. Center yourself, and you'll find the answers. I hope that makes sense, Capricorn. I hope that makes sense. And because she's in a white dress, I feel like there's this innocence moving forward, this honesty moving forward with it as well. So I hope that makes sense for some of you guys. We're going to be parting here. So have a great week and take care.